Motherfuckers got canceled.
Oh shit! Woo! It's been a hell of a week. I thought this weekend was going to be crazy. It got crazier as last week went on. But that's my man Big Sid over there. I'm your boy Hollywood J Black over here. And welcome to that damn NFL show. We got coaches going off the rails, talking their little talk, emailing, Twitter tweeting, tweet, delete like Ryback. But them shit stay there, John. Them shit stay there. But don't take my word for it. Let's get right to the show. So let's go. Oh. Ooh, man.
What up, people? What up, everybody? What up? How is everyone doing tonight? How you doing, Hollywood?
Oh, I am good. I see Miss Stephanie said good evening. Good evening, Miss Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Listen. Woo!
So I just want to break this shit off like this. You know you fucked up when Madden is taking you out of the game.
Yes. Because not even they briefly took
the game. You're not in there no more, bitch. That's what Madden said.
They had even briefly for like half a second took out Colin Kaepernick and put his ass right back in, like barely. No, they've expelled. No, forget fired. Forget resigned. They have expelled John Gruden from football, from the Ring of Honor.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers removed him from the Ring of Honor, which I did not think that was something they could do.
Well, they do, and he's gone from there, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that have been living under a rock, it has been brought to the attention of the world, not even just social media, the world, via Adam Schefter in the New York Football Times, not even the real play, but the New York Times, that John Gruden...
That'd be a better name than the Giants and the Jets. They have a better track record.
Yeah, right? John Gruden had said some things in some emails while he was tipsy off that Hennessy and that alcohol.
And he also got some pictures from an owner.
Yeah. He can't. He wants to blame it on the alcohol like Jamie Foxx, but listen.
Blame it on the booze, blame it on the Henny, blame it on the alcohol. Hell no.
That means for 7 years, he went from John Gruden to Juan Gruden because he was on that tequila when the night fell. Yes, he said some things he shouldn't have said. A lot of things, he said everything. Everything he just not. You don't say.
So he went from racism to bashing homophobic speak. Mm-hmm. He even criticized Roger Goodell for trying to stop people from getting concussions in the NFL.
Yes. Oh my God. And so let me paint a picture for everyone. Okay. So to explain how we got to where we got. I talked about this with Big Sin. He was even shocked when I explained to him a little bit because he knew about the death, but not the full depth of what was going on. So let me bequeath you with the information based off of how we see it and everything that I got. So this all started because Daniel Snyder is suing an Indian media company in India. We don't offend the Native Americans around here. We're not John Gruden, okay?
Or Daniel Snyder.
Or the
owner of the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. The Cleveland Indians.
None of those, right? So this all started because he's suing this company. In the midst of suing this company for defamation of character, he found out that GM Bruce Allen was basically the NFL snitch for one Adam Schefter. Okay? So understand where this goes. So understand I brought three people into the situation. Dan Snyder, Bruce Allen, Adam Schefter. So in order to compel Bruce Allen for discovery in this lawsuit to prove that Bruce Allen was the media snitch for the NFL, he presented a bunch of emails and told Bruce Allen that he has to do discovery now because now you're part of this lawsuit. Well, the DEA is also investigating the Washington football team and its owners for a bunch of bullshit that happened in between. You knew about the investigations 2 years ago. This investigation started when this whole Washington football team thing started becoming a reality, right?
But like I was going to say, the DEA has done more in-depth work here than it did with Hillary Clinton's emails.
Yes, pretty much. Pretty fucking much. So because the government is involved, guess what those emails now become from the Washington football team? That is right. It becomes public information. And as the New York Times, as a media outlet, they are allowed to get media, like they're allowed to request that media information because it is part of an investigation and a lawsuit that is in the public court. The New York Times gets this information. They've been talking about publishing the shit since last year. I don't think you guys remember. So to kind of dispel the shit, that is when, as you notice, that's when Dan Snyder said he was going to change it to the football team.
And his co-owners were trying to buy him out. And he's such an asshole that they just sold their shit to him because he's such a dick.
Yeah. So now the New York Times has this information. Let's say Black Adam Schefter. I'm thinking of the Facebook group. Adam Schefter is part of this information. So probably to save face, Adam Schefter, who's now been out, who's going to be outed eventually as Bruce Allen going to be the mole for Adam Schefter.
They've already been talking about it.
Yeah. They've already been talking about it, but he came out. Remember, he didn't talk about that in how he knew all this information.
No.
He came out with the John Gruden ammo. So, in and of itself, he tried to distract everyone by throwing the same New York Times story because the New York Times is going to come out with it anyway. Okay? And so Adam Schefter's like, let me beat the New York Times to the punch. And then, boom. First, we get the little pieces of information first. We thought it was some racism going on, which it was. I'm not saying we thought it was. So a little bit of racism going on. We thought it was maybe a few emails because John Gruden was like, it was some emails.
At first, when it was released, it was, this was 10 or 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, Gruden didn't work for the Raiders. He didn't work for the NFL. Up until other shit started coming out, then it was 3 years ago.
Yeah. So I'm not discrediting racism. I don't want anybody to ever think that I would discredit racism at all. The thing is that as a society, right, we have to say if it's racism and he wasn't coaching and he wasn't privy to the issues that were going on with African Americans, and maybe now that he's on board coaching again, he can understand it, right? This was the viewpoint of the players. I have my own opinion, and I'll get to that in a second. But the thought around players, he coaches over 70% of his team is African American. We thought they had accepted him. They had accepted his apology. I thought we were going to move on from it. And we thought we're good. What's up, Jazz? How you doing? We thought we were going to be able to move on, right? Wasn't that 2 days ago? Well, not 2 days ago, 3 days ago, we thought we were going to be able to move on because Sunday came, right? Nothing else was really going crazy.
And he coached this weekend.
Coached the team. He apologized. Everybody was like, we can uplift John and lift it to a brand new moment. Well, apparently that wasn't good enough because I know at this point Roger Goodell had gotten involved because Roger Goodell was waiting for the axe to fall, and apparently that axe didn't fall deep enough.
Yeah, because he was waiting for Mark Davis to do something. Mark Davis had this stuff for a few days too.
Yes.
And it didn't want to do anything about it due to the fact that him and John Gruden are buddy-buddy.
Exactly. You know, Jasmine, we good. We talking about this John Gruden thing. You know what I'm saying? And so when we deal with this, right? So we're like, okay, fine. The public is like, okay, fine. If the NFL players can get with it, maybe it's going to take some healing, but we'll have to deal with it because the Raiders are doing well. We're not going to sweat them. It's some internal stuff that they got to deal with. And then the other facts fell down and chopped the whole fucking tree down.
So our man John Gruden here, he said some very homophobic things. And I don't know if anybody remembers the 2020 NFL season. A very prominent player on their defense came out as the first openly gay starter in the NFL.
Yes. And
Carl on the Las Vegas Raiders.
On the Raiders, yeah. Carl Nassib is a hell of a player. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's like average.
He's not like Michael Sam.
No, he's a hell of a player. And the thought process was that was that part. So we already knew that he was in a world of shit with that. Okay. Then came the offensive shit that he said about Roger Goodell, using homophobic terms to describe Roger Goodell.
But so I don't want to interrupt you here, but this goes into effect what Dave Chappelle was saying on his last special with the baby situation.
Yeah.
He's like, the baby killed a man inside of a Walmart and did not affect his music career at all.
Yeah.
Rappers said racist shit, did not affect their music career at all. But they say some homophobic shit, their music career is over.
Well,
so Gruden said some racist shit, didn't affect him.
Well,
said the homophobic shit, it affected him.
But let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask a question. So, do you think that the racist stuff? Actually, let me rephrase this. Let's say if the racist stuff and the homophobic stuff would have happened back in 2011, in the same time period. Just one email or maybe two emails of him. Let's say he was drunk, tipsy off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just put a hypothetical situation out there. No, and I agree. No homophobic stuff is just wrong, and I get it. But what I'm saying is this: if it was a singular email and he said he was pissed off and drunk in 2011 off that liquor, okay, and he wrote one singular email to Roger Goodell. Yep, here we go. We gotta get rid of one. There we go. Bye. I
wonder if that was Hitler from last time.
Probably Hitler. Yeah, that's okay.
I know what you're saying. And 10 years ago, they probably would have let him get away with it because he wasn't working for the NFL or the Las Vegas Raiders at the time.
Yeah, and I think there would have been some counseling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe ESPN would have probably fired him or suspended him.
Yeah, like I said, if he would have found out, I'm just saying he would have got here. Be like, hey. He's gone through some healing. Here's some counseling. Take some time away from the team for a little bit. I think that would have gone on. That would have been fine. Except now, this is almost a decade's worth of racist, homophobic, misogynistic,
and Goodell bashing.
Yeah, and Goodell bashing for 9 years.
11 years, bro.
11 years. I'm sorry, 11 years of this bullshit.
And he received pictures from Mr. Snyder of topless Redskins cheerleaders.
Exactly. And that's because now that is part of the DEA investigation, which is also part of another lawsuit. You already knew. And I would say at the end of the day, it's all about money when it comes to the NFL. There's too many factors going on. You can't offend the LGBT community. You can't you can't be racist. You can't be misogynistic and piss off the NFL and they lose money all in one time. You got to do one.
And talk bad about Commissioner Goodell.
Yeah. You can only do either one or the other and do some counseling. You cannot do all four. You cannot fucking pull out all four aces of the bandwagon, okay? And you know what I'm saying? Next, we're probably going to find out that these probably beats people. And then that's it. You put domestic violence in there, that's royal flush. He ain't ever coming back.
They're going to say he slapped Michael Sam.
But that's the point of what I'm trying to say. Like, listen. So we have all of this, right? And all of this for John Gruden looks bad. All of it looks bad for him. But there's another aspect to this that we haven't even talked about yet. Okay? So these emails that didn't go directly to Goodell. These emails were essentially, think of a group messenger, right? Before group messaging was a thing, this was essentially group emails to all coaches, owners, insiders in ESPN.
It was like a Teams meeting.
Yeah, it was like a Teams meeting of racism, you know what I'm saying, trans homophobia and misogynistic shit.
On the background, Belichick and Robert Kraft like, well, good thing I was getting a handy and I was just sitting there drinking some beer.
He said, "Mom, quit flirting with Phil." Don't say that, because you know what's gonna happen. We're not trying to have Clee up in this thing, trying to beat our asses. We're not gonna happen. I'm gonna buy Clee a beer before anything else. Anyways, so the point of what I'm trying to say is this: this is a group of people that didn't let John Gruden. I mean, that let John Gruden slide. That just said that we don't even know what the other email said, and there's a reason for that. So. Back when this case originally happened, right, with the Redskins in the beginning, there was a lady that investigated this whole thing as an independent investigator for the NFL and said that they were going to release all the information that happened in the case. Do you know what happened with that? She got all the information and nothing happened.
Yep. Didn't
say a word about the investigation. Didn't say that we found this out. Didn't admonish anybody. Didn't absolve anybody. Didn't say anybody was guilty, but it was just enough that she probably went down that rabbit hole and saw how bad shit was. And so now we have a group of owners, a group of coaches that we don't know who, that were cool with what John Gruden was saying. Think about that for a second.
Which in reality is probably 75 to 80% of them. In reality.
Exactly. Keep in mind, there's only three. At the time, there's only three. Well, right now, there's only 3 African-American NFL coaches. 3. Okay? We're at a point where the racism is outnumbering the solutions for this. There's too much racism and misogyny and you know, homophobia and transphobia and, you know, people spreading around titty pics for there to be any good. To even try to fix this. There's too much. I don't know. Like, everybody's like, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say this, Sim. And I know that you don't want me to say this because I say this man's name. And I know you're going to put up the headphones.
Go ahead. I'm not listening. Go ahead.
And I'll say it. And I'll look you dead in the camera. Colin Kaepernick was right.
You know who else was right in this whole situation?
Who else?
Antonio Brown.
Oh, who?
Antonio Brown,
yeah.
With the shit that was going on in Pittsburgh and in Oakland.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. You think about this for a second. The racism, the all phobias runs deep. I know you don't want to freaking hear it, Stephanie, but listen, it's the truth. He's talking. Did he not say that there was systemic racism inside the NFL?
So I know we can talk about this for an hour. I'm gonna give you 3 more minutes to keep going on this. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's simply just like this.
You got a 3-minute timer. Get off your chest.
Unfortunately for the NFL, there's no solution to this problem that's gonna fix it because you can expose everybody's emails, right? But you're gonna end up eliminating everybody. You're gonna end up alienating everyone. You're gonna end up firing probably just about half or 75% of the NFL. You're going to have to end up banning owners. You're going to have to end up banning coaches. This shit is running rampant. So, unfortunately, and I know, and you're right, I know, they don't care. But the problem is that eventually, Ray, I know that this is a money league, but this is proof that the chickens are eventually going to come home to roost. Because if the commissioner's tolerating it, if the commissioner doesn't have a way to fix this, if the commissioner isn't going to do it, and he's up for election coming up soon, if there's no solution for this, and there's another collective bargaining agreement coming up soon, you think that they're going to resign without a solution? This is going to be the next couple of weeks are going to live in infamy as much shit is going to come out, and it's not going to look good for anybody. So the only thing I can say is strap up, buckle in. We're in for a fucked up ride, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
All right. So now that that's all out of the way, let's get into what happened in week 5, besides John Gruden being a dickhead. So in the end, James, I finished with a 10-6. James had a good 12-4 record this week. So I'm back to being 2 games behind at 50-30. My man over here is 52-28. So let's talk about who won and who lost.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's first start off with what could possibly be a season changer in the NFC West. Russell Wilson goes down with a finger injury, is now out for 4 to 8 weeks after the Rams beat the Seahawks.
Oh, man. When I saw this one, I was like, damn, yo. I felt bad for Russ. It was real quick. He said, Ray, so many players trying to expose this, but as long as many owners and executives try to hush it, that'll never be done. I'll say it this way, Ray. There's only one place to hit an owner is in his pocketbooks. Trust me, when players, if a bunch of players decide not to show up, which, given the situation, they have every right to. Watch it change. That's the only way only way to hit a billionaire in his pocketbooks. But Russell Wilson going down sucks for the Seahawks. That right there actually ended up blowing the doors wide open for the 49ers, at least for the next few games, if they can figure out shit out.
Well, y'all got so many injuries. Now Trey Lance is out.
I know, but we have a week to recover. It sucks. It sucks, but Niners will get through. We'll be fine. But
you just said, well, there goes John. John's got to go drown himself in the pool because you just said those words.
No, trust me, Ray. I know they could be blacklisted, but I don't. If enough, like half, it's going to take somebody to actually want to do something. If they don't, it is what it is. But trust me, a lot of shit's going to come out. It's going to piss a lot of people off. More than this.
So the Rams are coming off. The Rams are coming off that loss to the Cardinals, in which the Cardinals dominated them, and they picked up a big win over Seattle.
Like we expected them to, though. The Seattle has no defense. Russell Westbrook was the only thing that was going to keep him in the game. And now, without no Russell Westbrook, they got to rely on Geno Smith.
So, Steph, we don't have an issue with it when we use it when we watch football, so I don't know what's going on.
It's Steph's fault. She put in the S at the end, probably. I don't know. I'm just making up shit. I don't know.
All right, so
the Rams. Why my 49ers gonna suck, Jazz? What did I do?
So then
it was so cool.
All right. Next up, the Jets, who we thought they were, and they couldn't even beat the Falcons. We picked the Jets too because we couldn't trust the Falcons.
Listen, the Falcons probably didn't think they were going to win that game. To be dead honest, let's call a spade here. Saying that the Falcons probably she cannot like them all she won't, whether she like it or she don't. She got to learn to love it. Woo!
Yeah, you're right, Ray. Seattle ain't the same team they were 3 years ago.
Nope. Then they're really not now without no Russell Wilson.
Right. So you got to be seeing Geno Smith throwing the ball to DK Metcalf, throwing the ball short to DK Metcalf and fucking Tyler Lockett.
So in this particular situation, this Jets team finally is their first win or second win?
No, they lost. Remember, the Jets lost. The Falcons beat them.
Oh yeah, the Falcons beat them. That's right. So they got.
They're over in London.
I got nothing. But the Falcons, I don't even know how they won. I think the rookie wide receiver went the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. The Falcons didn't win as much as the Jets lost. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
As we say, the only reason why they won the game is that the Falcons scored more points than the Jets. Okay, that's exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, Booker McFarland is back in the building. All right. Next up, we have the Texans dominated the Patriots until they tried to get cute with a punt, and then it was all Patriots after that.
How do you get cute with a punt? You'd be like, oh, you.
It was like 4-5. They tried to run a play where the punter runs up to the line to try and draw him offside, run back and tried to run up again. While hiking the ball, he kicked the ball, went off the side of his offensive lineman's head for a 0-yard punt. And then the Patriots were like, yeah, we ain't playing with you guys no more. And they just fucking destroyed.
Like I said, they just went, oh,
haven't we learned before that from the Colts? Don't try these stupid trick plays with the Patriots. Don't do it.
They never work, and it only pisses off Bill Belichick. That's what it is. Like, you know what, cuz? I was just playing with y'all. I was trying to be nice.
And Mac Jones is showing how tough he was. My man had like a busted open face at the end of that game and still fucking finished that shit.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah, Mac's good.
But yeah, a somewhat quality win because it's Mac's second win, right? The 2-3.
Is Mac Jones' second win? Yes.
So they're on the right path. They had some adversity and they finally found a way to win this game. I'm proud of Mac Jones. That's awesome.
All right, see you, Steph.
No, she's leaving. No, she just said she left today.
I thought she said see y'all.
She said she appreciates us, Sin.
You are appreciated.
Damn. Damn. Okay.
All right. Next up, we have this game made their head coach cry in the press conference. As for the second week in a row, the Detroit Lions lost to a 55-plus yard field goal with 0 seconds left on the clock for the first time in NFL history.
Damn.
I love the passion of their head coach.
I forgot who the Lions played again because
they played the Vikings.
Oh yeah, the game didn't we pick the Vikings, right? Because
yeah, we did.
Yeah, because I'm like, ain't no fucking way. The Lions with Jared Goff and a bunch of guys that are on the roster.
But they have been in every game. They have actually been in every game.
Yes. No, I'm not saying that they weren't. And if I understand it correctly, remember I said that TJ Hawkinson has to get more involved. Yep. My understanding is that TJ Hawkinson actually did get involved in this game. Dan Campbell needs to start biting kickers' knees. He saw the future during that press conference.
Well, think about it. Fucking Justin Tucker with that long-ass record-breaking field goal. Then a week later, the Vikings kicker, who hasn't made shit all year, nails almost a 60-yarder on him.
That's a heartbreaker, man. No, it was a heartbreaker. Like I said, well, no, Hawkinson didn't go off. St. Brown went off. The St. Brown was a former Vikings receiver.
Yeah.
Packers receiver.
Malcolm St. Brown, right?
Yeah, Malcolm St. Brown. And then DeAndre Swift had some play there, too. Hawkinson, man, how you going to draft him so high? And he hasn't done shit.
Because after week one and what he was doing to the 49ers, they're like, all right, we got to double this man.
Yeah, they weren't playing.
Yeah, Detroit can't wait to play Green Bay, Mason Crosby. I cannot wait till we get to that Bengals-Packers game.
Oh, my God.
I can't fucking wait.
Jazz said the only time she roots for the Niners when they play the Cowboys. I'm telling you, it's okay. We're going to get our get back. It's fine. But I'm glad that you at least cheer for them when they play the Cowboys.
And John, did you just join? I'm trying to figure this out. So see if he actually heard you say what you said about the 49ers.
No, I said things are going to be fine. I didn't say it in the way that was the way that it was supposed to be. Okay? I said things. I didn't say everything.
So
everything.
So what you're saying is things in San Francisco are going to be fine.
Yeah. Eventually, we're going to get our quarterback back. Eventually, we're going to get our tight end back. Eventually, our defense is good. But I didn't say everything because that means that it's all going to happen all at once. No, it's not. It's just not. I mean,
semantics, sir. Semantics.
You're only hearing what you want to hear. That's what it is.
He said, bye, y'all. I'm going to.
No, I said things. No, not everything is going to be fine. We got problems. Things.
Oh, shit.
Muscles heal. Things are going to be fine.
So next up, things might not be fine in Carolina until Stephon Gilmore becomes an active player, but the Eagles beat the Carolina Panthers.
That one I did not see coming. I really thought Carolina was going to win that game. They had every right to win that game.
Their defense has had issues the last 2 weeks.
And which is the reason why they signed Stephon Gilmore.
You
see how this all works, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we have a glaring weakness at cornerback. Oh, we should sign a cornerback. Well, what do you know? We can trade for one. The math works. See, when the 49ers, we ran out of freaking running backs. You know what? The Ravens like, you know who shouldn't have running backs? The 49ers. That's who. Let's sign everyone.
No, that was the Ravens in the preseason.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The Ravens foresaw that the 49ers were going to need running backs, so they signed all of them. All three. All of them.
Oh, shit. All right, next up, we have the New Orleans Saints beating the Washington football team.
I mean, I hope so. That's kind of what after.
Well, after the Saints lost to the Giants, everybody thought, what the fuck is going on here?
Did they almost lose to the football team, though?
The final score was Puppy Power 33-22.
NFL. I could have swore
it was 33-22.
I could have swore that the fucking that they were leading up until like
New Orleans had to lead the whole game.
Oh well, I could have been just on some Hennessy. That's all probably what it was. It was the Hennessy talking. Okay, so this is what it comes down to. Okay, are you ready, sir?
Yeah,
you ready? Jameis Winston didn't throw for 300 yards, but somehow threw 4 touchdowns, which is very telling of that whole shit. Alvin Kamara had a touchdown, and Taylor Heineke had 2 picks. While Antonio Gibson could not be stopped. That's also very telling. I don't know how that one works. The Washington got problems. They said puppy power. Do we have a backup quarterback for our backup quarterback? Oh, that is a good question. John can probably answer that question for me.
You guys got rid of your other quarterbacks in the offseason. So.
We'll figure it out, okay? We'll figure it out.
So the Saints should have beat the football team. They did beat the football team. Next up, we have another weird coaching situation where Urban Meyer blaming stuff on Trevor Lawrence. Stop trying to take the onus off of you. We know you're the one that called the NFL about John Gruden, Urban. We know it was you. You were in on those emails. So the Tennessee Titans beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
At some point in this game, the Jaguars were up 13-7 at some point in this game. And then fuck all happened. And fuck all's name is Derrick Henry.
All right, Ray. You have a good night, brother.
All right, man. Get some sleep, man. We appreciate you. It's all love, bro. You know that. Derrick Henry, 29 carries for $133 touchdowns, bro. Like,
we knew he was going to eat. We knew he was going to eat the fucking Jaguars.
We said it, but I also said that the key is if
no third stringer on the Niners depth chart. Sudfield was sent to the practice squad.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out what happens after the bye week and how everything goes. We're gonna have to probably sign a quarterback. So
or Jimmy G. Hopefully, for you guys, Jimmy G's back.
Well, we don't even have a backup for Jimmy G, so I guess it'll be Sudfield.
He'll be fine.
We'll see what happens. All right. So AJ Brown, 3 catches. Well, I told you either AJ Brown's got to play, or.
But yeah, we said it when we picked this game.
Yeah.
If either AJ Brown or Julio Jones plays, the Titans win. Either one. It don't matter which one.
Yeah. I mean, because legit, the receivers didn't do shit as far as yardage go, except for Pruitt, who I think is a tight end. But after that,
and he showed out the last 2 weeks for Tennessee. He's been Tannehill's go-to guy.
Yeah. But that's not enough. You need Derrick Henry to stomp everybody over. And you need AJ Brown. It just works, yo. It just fucking works.
All right, so here we go. At the age of 44 years old, 21 NFL seasons, for the first time in his career, Tom Brady threw for over 400 yards and 5+ touchdowns in a single game, and also at 44 years old, leads the NFL in passing yards. As the Tampa Bay Buccaneers stomped out the Miami Dolphins.
Would you like to know how bad this game was for Miami?
Antonio Brown decided, hey, I'm in Pittsburgh again. I'm just going to run all over your bitch asses.
Well, they had no kick returns and no punt returns. So it's one thing kick returns are kind of a moot point at this point, right? At the stage of the game, right? They had no punt returns. That means, in legitimate fashion, that the fucking Bucs didn't punt shit. They said you're gonna get all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Every single last one of smoke. We don't care if you got to go for it on fucking 4th down.
John said, Tom Brady gonna be the first guy in NFL player sponsored by the AARP and Werther's Originals.
First off, Werther's Originals are amazing, okay? I'd be proud to have Tom Brady as a sponsor for my favorite candy, okay?
I've been getting letters from the AARP since I was 18.
Exactly. Not only is Big Sid a client, he's the president. Oh.
I wish. Shit, I'd be paid right now.
Shit. So, but other than that, so this game was pretty much nobody could stop Tom Brady. And that's the name of the game. That's it.
But isn't that an amazing stat though? We know Tom Brady has 3 or 4 7-touchdown games over his career, but he's never thrown for over 400 yards in any of those games.
That's insane. Well, Now he has. So he went 30 or 41. 4-11. It was so crazy. This is how bad the Dolphins defense was. Blaine Gabbert went 3 for 3 for 41.
That's when you know you sell your franchise to the Congo.
Fournette had a touchdown. Antonio Brown and Mike Evans both had 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards receiving.
He probably plays with some of those strawberry candies in his pocket. Unwrapped and half sticky and shit. You want a piece of candy, young man?
Are you trying to say this man keeps the 10 of those cookies? You know the 10 of cookies I'm talking about.
Oh, the one that has all the sewing products in?
Yeah, exactly. He probably comes to the game. Which 10 has the cookies and which one has the sewing products?
Whoever finds the sewing products has to fix my jersey.
Oh shit! It was so bad. There was a Giovanni Bernard sighting, and he had a touchdown.
No, Giovanni Bernard has been balling for the Buccaneers this year.
Yeah, but all right. Okay, hold on. When you have Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones II, having Gio Bernard is like, no, I love the cookies too. I'm just saying.
Gio Bernard is their pass catching back. That's what he's there for.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, to the fact that they were able to go this deep. They went 9 receivers deep in this game.
Dog, they had LaShawn McCoy literally sitting there all season last year just to get a ring. He did not play one goddamn play.
There was a Calvin Brate sighting. That's how shit was. Some guy named T. Johnson had 3 catches for 42 yards.
Cameron
Brate.
Put some respect on his name.
Whatever. OJ Howard was able to catch more than 1 pass. Okay, that's how crazy.
And that's with Gronk being out. So this Buccaneers team looks poised to run the table over in the NFC.
Nice.
Damn, if it wasn't for the Cardinals, I'd call them a shoo-in. But yeah. So okay, so we're getting ready to go into this next game, and I just want to preface this talking about this game with there were 13 extra points missed in week 5, and I think 10 field goals missed in week 5. None more telling than the Packers and the Bengals.
Yeah, so
where Mason Crosby missed 4 kicks in a row.
So here's your fun part. So the kicker for the Bengals missed 3 field goals.
But he's a rookie.
Fuck, how you gonna miss 3 field goals in a game at home?
Aaron Rodgers uses his Uncle Rico hair cream, put it on the ball.
Hold on, wait a minute. Did they mix up the names? All right, so on Google, you gotta see this. You gotta see this. This is, and I'm sorry, no, Mason Crosby went 4-7. You gotta see this though. If you can see it, they call him. Hold on, wait. God damn it. They call him M. Cassidy, baby. M. Cassidy. Do you see it?
No, the Packers won, Steph.
The Packers won
after like 29 field goal attempts.
So his name is no longer Mason Crosby. It's Mason Cassidy, baby. Mason Cassidy. Google said it. It's got to be true. They said his stats don't count. It wasn't Mason Crosby. He said, "You so bad they changed your last name for protection." Oh shit! They said Mason Crosby. Who's that? No, we have Mason Cassidy. Is Mason Crosby with like this thick ass mustache?
Mason Crosby got a fucking stunt double coming out in the field now and shit.
He's a guy who got put in witness protection.
He got Josh Duhamel out there. Does Mason Crosby looking like Josh Duhamel right now?
Oh my god, they really changed this nigga last name to Cassidy. I can't believe this shit. This shit's hilarious. Oh my god. Shit. Oh my god. Wow.
That was a game for the ages.
There was. Oh, I gotta screenshot this. Hold on. Let me see. I gotta screenshot this.
All right, while he's doing that, let's talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Denver Broncos.
Yes. The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Denver Broncos. It was a good game. Except it wasn't. Except it was. And except it wasn't. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Listen, it was a good game. I mean, Denver tried. They come back.
Yeah.
They tried. I mean, they scored 13 points compared to Pittsburgh's 3 in the fourth quarter. But by that time, the game had got out of hand. And
damn. Jasmine said, live with the fact that I'm better than you. And I know where you sleep.
Live with the fact. Steph, is your daughter MJF? Is that what it is?
Live with the fact that I'm better than you, and you know it.
Steph's daughter's MJF from AEW. No, but for real. Well, the reason that we didn't go with with the Packers game because it was a sad kicking thing, and it was so bad they had to change the kicker's last name in the stat line. That's how you know it was bad. So apparently Google doesn't want to talk about it, so obviously we shouldn't either. Fuck it.
Nope. So the Steelers beat the Broncos in a competitive game. I still think the Broncos are a decent team. They got a decent defense.
They had a lot. Listen, the rookie Sutton, balling. 7 catches for $120. There's a lot that they have to get right on the rushing side of the ball. They need to run it more. They need to stop passing the shit, especially when the Steelers' run defense is ass trash.
I like that. I like that comment Jazzy just made.
What?
She said, "Always, family doesn't matter when it comes to football."
That's right. Blood feuds. John's like, I'm just in the corner trying to talk football. Why are you guys being so mean to each other? So yes. So on the Steelers side of things, though, do you think that Ben Roethlisberger finally got his swagger back?
Nope. He done.
He went 15 to 25 for 253.
Juju Smith-Schuster is out for the season now.
Oh, so you mean
he can go work on his TikTok dances.
So you mean the actual number 1 receiver, Chris Claypool, and the actual number 2 receiver, Deontay Johnson, can actually play some football, is what you're saying?
Yeah, if you would actually get players' names right, yes.
It's Chris Claypool.
I thought he had a different first name.
No, Chris Claypool.
You sure?
Chris.
Fake news, bro. Fake news.
And I got Deontay Johnson right. Deontay. I know Deontay swang.
It's Chase Claypool.
Whatever. Okay, fine. Chris, Chase, Dave, Claypool. I don't give a fuck, okay? Claypool.
Speaking of you not being able to get names right, Jeremiah Nagy took the Chicago Bears into Las Vegas.
Jeremiah!
And beat the Raiders. John Gruden's last stand as the Raiders coach was losing to an Ohio State quarterback.
I'm not gonna say that the shit that happened with John Gruden affected the Raiders, but I'm not gonna say that the shit with John Gruden affected the Raiders either. I mean, Derek Carr couldn't get shit going on offense. The running game,
he almost got his neck broken.
Yep. The running game was ass trash. Receivers got stopped. It's just ugly. It was so bad. AJ Cole punted 4 times for 224 yards. AJ Cole had more punting yards than Derek Carr had passing yards. That tells you everything you need to know.
The saddest part about this all is the fact that Matt Nagy's going to get a contract extension at the end of the season.
John Gruden gets fired for racism and homophobia. Urban Meyer's out here getting lap dances. This is what we're going to do. We're going to fix this whole thing right now. You ready, guys? He said, I want John Gruden to do a Gruden Kiwi Camp style special where he just brings in minorities and talks shit about them to their faces. Yeah, do that, John. Let me find out what happens. Listen, I have the solution to this John Gruden situation. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect solution. We got an Urban Meyer situation. We got a John Gruden situation. We're going to trade them both. We're going to trade them to each other's teams. You know why? Because Florida tolerates racism, and there's enough lap dances to go around for Urban Meyer to get his younging on. You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win for everybody. Everybody wins. Woo!
You know who loses?
What?
That poor girl is getting death threats for giving Urban Meyer a lap dance.
Well, what is she supposed to do? Not give Urban Meyer a lap dance?
Yes.
But you see, he was singing in the song, I want to finger bang you.
Okay, next up we have probably the best game of the weekend, the highest scoring game of the weekend, as the Cleveland Browns became the first team in NFL history to have over 600 yards of total offense, score 5 touchdowns, score over 40 points and have 0 turnovers and lose.
And this is what happens when you fuck around and play Justin Herbert, because Justin Herbert is a damn beast. Okay,
Justin Herbert and Josh Allen are the leading candidates for the MVP race right now.
We asked ourselves, what are the Browns gonna do without a consistent? She said, "Damn, I want a lap dance. Where's mine? You gotta come to Vegas. Vegas has all the lap dances you can ever ask for." Or just have Urban Meyer just point you in the right direction, one of the two. Either way, he knows where it's at. But
make sure he's not standing behind you. You'll be fine.
But Odell Beckham got shut down. So you know who just said? My man David Njoku said, "You know what? I got this. 7 catches, 149, a touchdown. Some cat named Higgins, 3 catches, 29, and a touchdown. Nick Chubb, 21 carries, 161, and a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 12 carries, 61, and 2 touchdowns." And they lost. Baker Mayfield at 300.
We have to sit here and acknowledge the fact that my dark horse team in the AFC West is proving me right for the first time ever. As Justin Herbert, a skinny little kid who looks like somebody's dirty teenager, is just dominating the NFL right now.
That's right. You know what, though? I want to see a rematch of this game. I hope to see it in the I hope these two teams win their respective divisions as 1 and 2, and we see this matchup again in the playoffs and for the AFC Championship. That would be amazing, though.
It would be fucking fun.
Yeah, it would. If we can get this type of game out of it again, shit. Fuck it. I'm here for it.
Yep.
What
was our boy's stats? Justin Herbert.
Oh, Justin Herbert, he had 2 hairs shy of 398. 2 hairs shy of 400. He had 398 yards passing. Akeeler, 17 carries for 66 with 2 touchdowns. Mike Williams. I know that's your man. That's your boy right there.
Finally showing that he's an actual wide receiver in the NFL.
You've been waiting for his name to get called. 8 catches, 165, 2 touchdowns.
Because the dude is a fucking freak, man.
Yeah. Someone teach you fantasy football? I'll teach you. It's very simple. Get the best players. That's it. Get the best players. Get the best players. If somebody offers you a trade, ask them why. And if they don't give you a good answer, call me and I'll tell you if you can do the trade or not. I'll be the commissioner. The end.
Next up, after that game, we had the Cowboys beating up on the Giants. Daniel Jones got concussed. Saquon Barkley got his ankle busted. And the only wide receiver that the Giants had left standing at the end of the game was what the fuck is his name? Dude from the Lions last year.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about what's his name? Galladay. And then Galladay died.
Galladay was the last man standing on that offense.
He eventually died though too. He didn't have no catches.
Yep.
He got hurt, had no catches. So it's bad when you have some cat named K. Tony. He got 10 catches for $189 on the Giants. I don't even know who K. Tony is. I tell you though, I did have him on my fantasy team. I mean, my daily fantasy team. There was the only person left. But was it Devontae Booker?
Ain't that the cat who broke OBJ's record?
Yeah.
That rookie wide receiver for the Giants?
Yeah. So Mike Glennon carried the majority of this game, and you got basically a Mike Glennon game. Less than 200 yards passing and touchdowns, 2 interceptions. It was the perfect Mike Glennon game. I mean, he doesn't get much better than that. Yeah, I said 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions is the perfect Mike Glennon game. There's a reason why he got cut for Jameis Winston, okay? Because at least Jameis Winston will get you 4 touchdowns and 4 picks.
And 50 interceptions.
4 and 4. He gets you a 4 for 4. That's what I'm saying.
A 4 for 4?
4 for 4.
All right, next up, we have the surprising game of the weekend. The 49ers actually put up a little bit of a challenge against the Cardinals, but they could not keep Kyler Murray from doing Kyler Murray things.
Do you know why I hate the 49ers Cardinals games? Although in last week's show, I did pick the Cardinals. I picked the Cardinals because I wanted to motivate my Niners to win, because every time I pick the Cardinals to win, they've lost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damn, these people watching these people sleep. Damn, it's sad. Look at this. They just getting down. I love this shit. Let's go. All right, so my biggest worry was that the Cardinals defense is legit, and we had no offensive weapons. Okay, I didn't expect our defense to finally show up this week and hold down the Cardinals probably as much as they probably could have.
Johnson leans forward and see.
I know, he's like, nigga, what did you say? You did what? Yes, if you missed last week's show, I legitimately did that.
I actually had him go back and watch your rant against the 49er fans, and he loved every minute of it.
But the biggest problem was we didn't have anything. Listen, our leading rusher was Trey Lance. Our leading passer was Trey Lance. And I'm pretty sure we could have found a way our leading receiver would be Trey Lance. All right? That's how bad things were.
And Trey Lance got hurt. And he got hurt.
And he got hurt. He did all that, and he got freaking hurt. Earl Mitchell showed out. I really, really think that this was the point where they should have pulled out the RG3 playbook at this point. You know what I'm saying? I really honestly think that really should have happened in this game. They didn't. They tried to go traditional, but Trey Lance ran a lot, and that just doesn't. It's like a completely different playbook. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to run that same playbook. You're not going to tell. I said Earl Mitchell. Yes, I know Elijah Mitchell. Okay, he did something. I mean, it was something. He was there. Like what? He showed up.
So all right. So I'm gonna take you off of this class, my friend. Come with me. It's okay.
Okay, but
so we're gonna go to the Kansas City Chiefs getting their monkey asses whooped by the Buffalo Bills. That makes everybody happy.
Feels like yeah, you guys suck. Anyways, so in the game that we predicted, we said the Bills was going to stomp all over that ass.
I don't look lost. The 49ers Cardinals game was all defense and not much offense until Kyler Murray got going at the end. That's all it was.
Yeah, it was. I hate those type of games. Because there's not much to talk about except how bad we were. Actually, how bad both teams were. Both defenses showed up for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't tell them to show up. They weren't supposed to show up, but it is what it is. But yes, the Bills did the A-Town stomp all over the Kansas City Chiefs.
With an hour and 15-minute halftime because of thunderstorms.
With the thunder, lightning, and the thunder.
Right now, I see the Bills being the Super Bowl contender in the AFC.
Yeah. D Knox is back, baby. My man Knox is in the building.
Yeah, Kansas City, Tyrann Mathieu looking at fucking Solomon like this whole game.
Yep. Separation, baby.
Even when Mathieu was actually covering the player, he still looked at story shit like this.
Separation, baby. You know what the hilarious part about this? The Patrick Mahomes stat line. 33 and 54, 272, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. I believe he had 2 picks before he had 2 touchdowns.
He did.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
So I have a question. This came up in an article that was written. Do you think Patrick Mahomes is playing scared because he just had a baby?
No, that's not it at all. So it's very simple. You know a scale, right? A simple scale. Libras know what scales are. Hi, I'm a Libra. What happens if you tilt the scale one way?
The other one raises.
Yeah,
the other one raises.
Yeah. So what happened is that they've invested in every offensive facet and didn't do the defense any justice at all. The defense could not keep him in his game. And the point was, the thing is this, okay? The Bills kept Kansas City on the field long enough to fuck with them and then get the turnovers that they needed in order for the Bills to come in and say, steamroll your fucking shit every time. Steamroll your fucking shit every time. Steamroll your fucking shit every time. Oh, here's Michael Vick. Steamroll your fucking shit every time. And that's exactly what happened in this fucking game.
Oh, and I went to that person's page who made that picture of Michael Vick, and I thanked them for it.
I'm just saying, this game is what I've been telling people all year. And what you've been telling people all year, too. This is the reason why people need to listen to us when it comes to fucking Kansas City Chiefs. I said they are a few seconds away from being 1-4.
Mm-hmm. They are one fumbled punt away.
Yeah, one fumble punt away from being 1-4.
All right, I got some stat association for you, sir.
Okay.
When I read these numbers, 37 of 43 for 442 yards and 4 touchdowns. Who's the last quarterback you think of doing that?
The last quarterback, Nathan Peterman. Oh,
last starting quarterback. Sorry.
Oh, currently in the NFL?
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and that was his stat line against the Indianapolis Colts defense on Monday night. He led the team in passing and rushing on this night.
Listen, that was a game of the week. If you guys missed that game, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I sat there and watched this whole game because I said, this has to be the game where Carson Wentz was finally getting into a groove, right? We're getting there. This Ravens defense is fuck all. It's they don't have any more corners. They're all injured.
Yep.
I said this is the game that Lamar Jackson is going to have to prove to every single person in the NFL that he is a quarterback, not like a Michael Vick. You don't have to say that he's Patrick Mahomes, but the fucking Colts aren't going to let him off the hook with a bunch of runs and shit. No, what ended up happening in this game?
Lamar Jackson became the first quarterback in NFL history to throw for over 85% and have over 400 yards passing in a game.
Yeah.
And that was all because of Mark Andrews and Hollywood Brown.
You think about this for a second. Mark Andrews played fucking phenomenal. Do you see Mark?
White Drake? Yeah.
My dude was absolutely bonkers. Like, he was out there throwing blocks, knocking niggas on their ass in that second half.
And he had 150 yards receiving.
Yeah, separation and everything. Mark Andrews was obliterating them fools. In which then, once Lamar Jackson found his running groove, that opened up everything for fucking Brown, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, man. That and listen, we had a Sammy Watkins sighting. Devontae Freeman got in on the passing game late in the overtime. Latavius Murray got in on the passing game. It was wild. There you go. That's what they said, quarterback. And that's what Lamar Jackson did. 37 to 43. Imagine only missing 6 passes.
Yeah.
And everybody says, "Oh, you're not a real quarterback." Matter of fact,
not bad for a wide receiver, huh?
Matter of fact, I'm just waiting for the day that Stephen A. Smith is going to shut the fuck up and finally admit that he's a real quarterback.
Stephen A. Smith will never shut the fuck up. And that finishes our talk for Week 5.
What's up, Lady Di?
What's up, Di? We are heading into Week 6. Are you ready?
I stay ready, sir.
All right. We are kicking off tomorrow night with Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Tom Brady's about to exercise some demons. That's all I'm going to really tell you. Eagles ain't stopping shit.
No.
Ain't nobody going to stop the train because the train ain't going to stop. Tom Brady's just going to come in there, stomp them fools out. But I will bet you, though, it's going to be more running than passing. I almost will say that Leonard Fournette will go for $1 and have 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Fournette's been having a quietly good season so far.
Yeah, that's going to be my prediction. That's my prediction.
I'm going with the Buccaneers also. I think Tom Brady continues this amazing run that he's been on for 21 years, and just keep on rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have 2 teams that can't shit in the pot. You have the Miami Dolphins at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Is Tua still hurt? I heard Tua came back to practice.
Tua has been activated off the IR.
Okay, so if Tua's in, Jaguars lose. So Dolphins, I got the Dolphins in this one.
You know what? I am going to go out on a limb here. I think Trevor Lawrence gets his first win this week.
At home should be interesting.
I'm going to take the Jaguars in this one.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough, sir. Fair enough.
All right. Next up, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the Carolina Panthers, who are still 2 weeks away for Stephon Gilmore making his debut.
I thought it was week 6 he can come back.
Was it week 6?
I thought it was week 6. So, let me hit the magic button and it'll tell me.
Yeah.
Magic button? Is Stephon Gilmore going to play today? No, nigga. Okay. Yeah. So, no, he's not playing.
Okay.
He's not playing. He has to come back after week 6.
Yeah, after week 6. So
okay. So even at that,
Minnesota's looked up and down.
Even at that, I don't trust the Vikings defense because they'll play good one week and then play absolutely horrible. Christian McCaffrey is looking to play this week. So because of that alone, that's going to open up Sam Darnold and them boys.
That was a little weird last week. All week, McCaffrey was like, yeah, I'm good enough to play. I'm good enough to play. And the coach was like, nope.
Yep, no. But this one at home, I think he'll play. I think he'll be fine.
I'm taking the Panthers also. They're going to get this little bit of a losing streak off their back.
Di said flip a coin on that
on that Jaguars game. Next up, this has the potential to be the game of the week. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh.
I see big numbers ahead in this game too, just like last week with Cleveland.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Both teams coming in at 4-1. Each team can afford a loss, but I think that the Ravens cannot keep doing what they're doing and keep taking these things to the last minute. Justin Herbert is too good for that.
And I also think the Chargers have a vastly better defense.
Yeah.
Than the Ravens do.
Well, they do, but you see what happens when a team adjusts. This team, the Ravens got like 50-11 running backs now. They can just throw at people. And it only took 2 to break the Chargers the Chargers defense down. So if you're asking me,
but you got to look at the two that did that.
I understand that. Okay, but it's Lamar Jackson. In the end, I'm going to take Freaky Deaky Lamar at home, and I'm taking the Ravens.
I'm going to continue to ride with the dark horse here. I'm going with the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert has another one in him.
There we go. Okay.
All right. Next up, we have Matt Stafford and the LA Rams traveling to Death Life Stadium to take on the Giants.
Well, the Rams are going to win, but who's going to be sacrificed? It's not White Claw. It's a Red Bull.
Watermelon flavored.
No, pomegranate.
Oh, that's the pomegranate one?
Yeah, got the new joints. The new joints, yeah, I mean. Yeah, the Rams are going to win. That's not even a question. It's who's going to be sacrificed to the football gods for this win.
Hopefully it's not Aaron Donald.
Well, hopefully it's not Matt Stafford or the season's over pretty much.
Yeah. I'm going with the Rams to the Giants are not a good football team.
Yes.
Next up, we have a game. We have the Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts.
Colts are pissed, but they have a lot of injuries. Texans are trash. So I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts too because there's still no Deshaun Watson in the Texans' future, and the trade deadline is in 2 weeks. So
yes.
All right, next up, we have can Kansas City get back to their winning ways at the Washington football team?
Look for the Chiefs to exercise the demon, literally and figuratively, as they mollywop the Washington football team on their own home turf.
All right, I got the Chiefs also in that one. I don't see anything good coming out of this game for Washington.
No.
Unless Chase Daniels can get to Patrick Mahomes, but I don't know if he'll be able to with the way offenses have been stopping him this year. So
yeah, although I will say
Chase Young, my bad.
This is probably going to be the only time that Taylor Heineke can have a decent game given the situation.
Yeah, because the Chiefs defense is trash.
Yeah, but the Chiefs, I think it's going to be wild.
Next up, we have one of the longest rivalries in NFL history. Going into the next iteration, the Green Bay Packers with Uncle Rico taking on the Chicago Bears.
I know that this is probably going to make a certain fan happy when I say this, okay? That's in our chat that's in our chat thing, okay? So it comes down to the fact that the Bears are still young, and they have a lot to learn. And Aaron Rodgers has found his fucking stride. On the road, I still see the Packers winning this game.
Yeah, for some reason with this rivalry the last few years, the Bears would get up, and they will get up a few touchdowns, and then they can't stop Aaron Rodgers and shit.
Yeah. I think they don't see. It's not like the type of games where we know that if you run the football well, you can beat the Packers. The problem is that the Bears don't have the personnel to run the football well. It's that they don't have it. And that to me is enough for me to say that the Packers are going to win this game.
Yeah, Packers are going to win this game. I think the Justin Fields might come down to earth a little bit here.
Yeah,
because the Packers defense has been playing well this season. So, all right, next up we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Detroit Lions.
Man, I feel bad for the Lions because they're going to have to take another L on this one.
Hopefully it's not by a 60-yard field goal for the third week in a row.
No, I think the problem is that Joe Burrow knows how to come back. Joe Burrow is a fighter.
Joe Burrow is showing this season what he's made of.
Yeah, but you see Aaron Rodgers approach Joe Burrow at the end of the game.
He's on the fucking slide.
Yeah, fucking slide. He said he told the same shit to Josh Allen. He told the same shit to what's his name? He said Lamar too. He said I told the same shit.
What Josh Allen do? Josh Allen just goes and runs and jumps over people. That's the fuck Josh Allen.
Yeah, since he has a terrible kicker, but it is in a dome, so it really shouldn't matter.
And it's the Lions. I don't think they're going to be able to slow down this Bengals offense.
Yeah, I think the Bengals got this one. I think so.
I got the Bengals also. All right, here is number 2 for game of the week. Arizona Cardinals at the Cleveland Browns.
I think the Browns are absolutely fucking pissed about that loss last week. The Cardinals, the Browns defense at its current state is because they're healthy is better than the 49ers defense. In its current state right now because of all the injuries. Because of that, I will take the Browns in this one. It's going to be tough for the Cardinals to try and get both their boys on the same page in this game. I don't know about this one. Yeah, I'm taking the Browns. He's sitting there. He's like, this one's a tough one.
It is because the Cardinals right now are my favorite in the NFC to go all the way.
But John just put up a great point. Cleveland has the D-line to get the
Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney, they're going to be able to get the Kyler.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with you on this one. I am picking the Cleveland Browns here. I think at home and the way that game went last week against the Chargers, they might have woken something up, hopefully.
Yeah.
So
no, you're right. Carr's defense was looking good.
They are.
The problem is that Baker Mayfield now has in year 3 or year 4, Baker Mayfield has been really good.
And not only that, you have to factor Nick Chubb and Lamar Hunt.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt. And then Njoku now, who's no slouch. And then you don't even need Odell Beckham, but he'll get his.
Yeah. So. All right. Next up is a game that the Dallas Cowboys at the New England Patriots.
This is a tough one.
I'm picking the Cowboys. I don't see the Patriots win this game.
This is a tough one.
Because Dak Prescott has been playing on another level right now.
But let me tell you something. I'll pick the Cowboys, but listen here. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if the New England Patriots have a scheme that in the short term and eventually the long term that people will use to slow down the Cowboys. They will not be Dak Prescott is not going to be able to do the same shit that he did before. Not in any of the previous games. The Patriots defense is legit. They ain't no slouch. The scheme is legit and the personnel is legit. I will take the Cowboys in a close one. I know. But listen, I will take the Cowboys in a close one because of reality. But don't be surprised that after this game, that this changes how everybody views and eventually defends the Cowboys and pushes them to the brink of whatever the fuck brink that they can be pushed to.
You know what? You have convinced me of one thing, sir.
What?
Matt Judon is going to have a field day. The Patriots are going to beat the goddamn Cowboys. Fuck the Cowgirls. All right, next up, we have a very interesting game. We have the now John Gruden-less Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos.
The Raiders and the Broncos. Oh,
I'm telling you right now, I'm taking the Broncos in this game.
I don't know. Like, I want to take the Broncos, right? Like, I want to take, but I need a feel-good moment, okay? I need a feel-good moment that we have gotten past the bullshit, and we need something that says racism, homophobia, and misogyny will not be tolerated and we will come together as a team and conventionally lose to the Broncos. I'm taking the Broncos in this game.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of shit going on with the Raiders this week. Off the field is going to affect them, so the Broncos are going to win this game.
Especially because, I mean, and no offense to my man Greg Olsen, he's now the play caller now. I don't even know what Greg Olsen's offense looks like. So, I don't. You know what it is?
If it looks like his forehead, it's going to be really big, but not much action.
Yeah, I know teams always play hard for a new coach, but listen, we don't even know what to expect. I couldn't even tell you what to expect. So I'm just going to take the Broncos to be safe.
All right, next up we have Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Y'all motherfuckers would give fucking Ben Roethlisberger another win, wouldn't you? We had everything was falling into place. The Steelers were going to be kicked out of playoff infamy and sit their asses on the sit your ass couch. Okay, now the damn Steelers now have another win under their belt, and they potentially can be positive again and go 3-3. They done fucked up. I got to take the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers because at least they're healthy.
So you don't think there's no magic left in Geno Smith?
The only magic that was left in Geno Smith got knocked out of his damn jaw when he didn't pay back old boy's money that he won from the poker game.
Unfortunately, I got to take the Steelers also. I think Chase Claypool has a big game. Maybe Najee Harris actually does something this week.
Yes. And now for the game of the week.
We have a team that is playing the way they should be playing, the Buffalo Bills, taking on a team who can't win games they should win, the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, man. This is a tough one.
What I saw in Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills at Kansas City showed me that they are not afraid of anybody in the NFL.
No. Listen, the thought. All right, so here's the thing. Julio Jones is going to be back apparently this week. That's the word because they got Monday, and apparently Monday Julio Jones is coming back.
Buffalo's defense is fucking top notch, though.
I know, but listen. 2 good wide receivers. And then you got to deal with Derrick Henry. Yeah. Well, that defense is god-awful. But
the Tennessee Titans defense is nothing special either.
Their corners is a problem. So the game is only going to go 2 ways. Either this becomes a running clinic and this becomes a grind out, fill out, stomp out, balls to the wall, mud ass game, or Buffalo just blows the doors off this shit with fucking Diggs and
I think Diggs is going to have his best game of the season here because the Titans do not have a corner that can cover him.
That's what I'm saying with Diggs and not. But the problem,
and we're forgetting about something. Emmanuel Sanders is having a very good season in Buffalo also.
I think it's going to come down. The game's going to come down to one man. It's Derrick Henry. Because Derrick Henry is the only person that's going to be able to keep the ball out of Buffalo's hands in order for them to not keep the ball out of Derrick Henry's hands.
This could be a Chargers-Browns situation. The score could be unreal in this game.
Yeah, it could either be that or it could be like the 49ers Cardinals where it's just a grind-out game. Difference.
So he's debating. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm taking the Bills in this one. In Michael Vick, I trust.
I'm taking the Bills. And the reason why I'm taking the Bills is just like the Titans. If the Bills get a chance to pass and Josh Allen gets into a rhythm, it's over.
So we saw on this past Sunday night, Josh Allen, he was playing okay, but when he ran the first time, you knew Kansas City was in trouble.
Yeah. But then I told you once Knox got involved. Once Knox got involved, it was a wrap.
Yep. And now it's all because of Josh Allen's running. Mm-hmm. When he starts running, Knox is wide the fuck open.
Yep. Jesus Christ. You thought Diggs was the dude, Knox.
And this is a tight end who nobody's heard of.
No, I'm saying. For real. For real. And that, as I said, that is going to be whoever fucks up first loses.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. That's probably what it's going to be too.
Yeah. And as I said, it's
and if you want to go with the quarterbacks, Tannehill is a much more reckless player than Josh Allen.
Yeah, even though Josh Allen is not necessarily perfect, but he throws the ball, either the receiver catches it or nobody catches it.
Yeah, or he'll make a mistake and get a fucking intentional grounding and lose it down.
Yeah, and only one of these defenses is elite. Well, let me rephrase that. One of these defenses is at full strength, which is making them elite, which is Buffalo.
Yes. So with all that is week 6 of the NFL, sir. That
is the show. As I always tell everybody on the reaction channels, make sure you tell if you can, share us on your pages. Our pages are public. The show's public. Show us some love. Share us with your peoples. We would love for you to.
And make sure to subscribe.
What? Get out of here.
Subscribe. Subscribe. No, it's my video now.
We just got invaded by a teenage boy.
Subscribe.
We've been invaded.
They deserve it. Subscribe to me.
And this just ended in chaos.
Yes, that is my son Denali. Oh, that was fun.
He said came in with a metal chair. Subscribe.
All right.
We love you guys. Thank you for joining us once again. Catch us on the reacts. There's 3 reactions dropping tomorrow if you guys want to go check those out. But that my man over there, right there, that's Hollywood J Black. I'm your boy Big Sin, and we are out this thing. Deuces.
Bye. Bye.